everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, Sirius XM 92.
I'm Frank.
Raptors are up 16.
We're just getting started.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
It's the beginning, we just got started.
It's just learning. I feel like I've learned a lot. I feel like I still have a lot to learn. It's just about getting better. I feel like I got better tonight. I feel like, regardless of the outcome, we all pushed and, we all played together, and especially in that second half. A bunch of guys that are on two ways, rookies, a bunch of guys that aren't supposed to be out there. We competed. So I was proud of our effort. I think we've pushed each other. Our group workout that we'd have before every game. And, we push each other in those workouts, and, we get out there and we kind of try to replicate that, and we've been doing a good job of it. So I think, coming in with 4 rookies, with all of us actually getting some playing time, it's been amazing and a great experience for us.
That's the voice of Raptor guard Jamal Shed speaking about not only himself but his fellow teammates, fellow rookies, and the impact that they have had on the team this season, the development of that crew overall, and we certainly saw that firsthand just the other night when the Raptors went down to the wire in the fourth quarter, and they were playing Shed and a bunch of those rookies in crunch time and in the final seconds when it looked like Shed won the ball game, and unfortunately his last second shot left his fingertips a tenth, maybe 0.2 of a second too late, and the Raptors went from seemingly winning the game at the buzzer to ultimately losing the game at the buzzer. So that ended the Raptors' 3-game winning streak. It looked like it was going to be 4 in a row, but instead they've got to try and get back on the winning track tonight against the Wizards. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank. This is how we fan. Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors. We're going to get the starting lineups and the tip-off in mere moments, but first we'll step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll get the national anthems out of the way, and then we'll come back with Jonesy's keys to victory and more as we count down to the tip-off of the Wizards and Raptors, the final of 4 straight at home for the Raptors. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, again brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Jan owns a home and a restaurant fusing French and Mexican cuisine. But she is fusing no more because her ovens have gone kaput. She called Alpine Credits, who sent their speedy superhero. With her business loan approved, her ovens were quickly...
Features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Now, all sizes of premium roast coffee at McDonald's have a new low price starting at $1 plus tax for a small. It's great if you love great tasting coffee. $1 small premium roast coffee every single day. Must be McCafe. Plus tax at participating restaurants in Canada. Excludes delivery.
Golf Town's annual Re-Grip event is back. Get 40% off golf grips from top brands like Golf Pride, Superstroke, Lambkin, and more. Get golf ready and save today at one of Golf Town's 48 locations or golftown.com. While supplies last, some exclusions apply.
Ryder, ready, set,
Riding a bike in the Ride to Conquer Cancer is like being part of humanity's greatest. The money you raise, the time you spend, the energy that you give is helping people live, is giving people hope, and that's just so beautiful.
Carry the fire for cancer research. Join the ride at ridetoconquer.ca.
Huh, look at that. There's a chip in your windshield. Good thing the experts at Speedy Glass can fix it.
saving you from needing a full windshield replacement later. At Speedy Glass, our quality repairs are done in less than an hour without ever compromising on quality. Plus, it's free if you're insured. We'll even submit your insurance claim so you don't have to. It's easy. Just book an appointment today at speedyglass.ca. Details and conditions at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
Hey, hun, did you see if last week's hail dented the shed?
No, but yesterday's hail definitely found the fence.
Well, today's hail got the car out front. At least now it matches the fence.
That is one way of looking at it.
Severe weather in Ontario is becoming an everyday part of life, and we all pay the price. In fact, last year was one of the worst ever. Canada's insurance industry is working hard to help you adapt, recover, and protect the things we love. Learn more at ibc.ca/tomorrow.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back inside Scotiabank Arena. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Anthems are in the books, and we are set to go in mere moments. We're going to hand it off to Herbie Kuhn, get the starting five for the visiting Washington Wizards in just a moment. And then, of course, we'll get the pyrotechnics and the big video for the Raptors before we are introduced to the Raptors starting five. And I will tease for you that there is another starting five for the Raptors tonight, which will feature a first career start for a certain Raptor. So hang tight and find out who, as we do indeed go over to Herbie right now. Starting five for the visiting Washington Wizards.
From France, a 6'8" forward, number 0, Bilal Coulibaly. Out of Miami, Florida, a 6'7" forward, number 18, Keyshawn George. From France, a 7-foot-tall center, number 20, is Alex Sarr. From Pittsburgh, a 6'4" guard, number 8, Bob Carrington. And from Michigan, a 6'4" guard, number 13, Jordan Poole. The head coach of the Washington Wizards is Brian Keefe.
There you go, starting five for the Washington Wizards. We'll get to the Raptors in just a moment, but first it's time for the Keys to Victory, brought to you by your Ontario Honda dealers. Get performance and get in the game with the Civic Hybrid, now available at your Ontario Honda dealers. Jonesy, your Keys to Victory.
Well, I'm going to pretty much stick with the same keys as last game, Eric, with a little bit of a change. First key was turnovers. I thought the Raptors did not do a good job of looking after the ball. Washington kind of held their own. Toronto had 15 turnovers. Washington had 16. Raptors need to have more of a discrepancy in that part of the game and take advantage of points off turnovers. Offense for Toronto. I know you're playing with some disjointed lineups, but man, you got to make some shots. They had a rough time shooting only 42% against a Washington defense that is not really that strong. So tonight, if you're Toronto, you got to make some shots. Washington 29th in points allowed and 22nd in opponent's field goal percentage. And then lastly, if you're Toronto, again, try to find chemistry with some of the disjointed lineups that are being cooked up at this part of the season.
Again, the Keys to Victory brought to you by the Ontario Honda dealers. Let's head to center court right now, hand it off to Mark Strong, and get the starting five for the Toronto Raptors.
We the North, born and bred, bringing the saga to the 6. It's time for number 9, R.J. Barrett. From Maryland, the guard moving 0 to 100 swiftly. You know who? IQ Emmanuel. Quickly. Hold it down in center from Sin City. The Big O. They're at 4. Orlando Robinson. From Baldwin, New York, the shooting guard who's locked and loaded. Make some noise for Jared Rhoden. And at 6'8" from Florida State, make some noise for your boy, Scotty Barnes. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
There you go, starting 5 for the Toronto Raptors. And as I teased, as I told you, it would be a first career start tonight. And that, of course, is Jared Rhoden, who has played well since coming to Toronto and gets a chance to get out there in the starting 5 tonight as the Raptors look to get back on the winning track. I was mentioning in our brief little intro the fact that this is the final of 4 straight. Check that, it's not actually the final of 4. It's Philadelphia coming, which will wrap up the homestand, It's the third of 4 coming up on Wednesday. Getting ahead of myself as I've looked past the 76ers, which a lot of people have done of late. But the Raptors can't afford to do that because, well, Toronto needs to take care of business tonight, and they need to take care of business on Wednesday night as well, as they are still in the thick of things down towards the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but yet at the same time at the bottom of the play-in positioning as well. And it was interesting, Jonesy, to see the other night, late in the ball game, the Raptors stuck with the crew that got them back in the game. And I understood what Coach Darko was doing. This is the crew that made the comeback. This is the crew that's going to stay with us. And we're going to stay with them. Meanwhile, Washington had guys like Marcus Smart and Jordan Poole and Chris Middleton on the floor. So it's different philosophies in terms of the way certain teams are playing right now, but you can't argue with the way that Toronto played down the stretch and trying to allow the youngsters to close out what they did in nearly securing the win.
Yeah, they were playing for the win, and you called it, Eric, earlier. We thought Toronto had a win and a game winner by Jamal Shed, but let's see what they're able to do today, and I'll be really excited to watch Jared Rhoden and what happens with his start tonight.
Alex Sarr stands in the middle for the Wizards. It's Orlando Robinson for the Raptors. The Wiz controlled the tip. Kind of digging these navy blue uniforms with the 2 red stripes on them for Washington. Not digging the fact that Washington, well, maybe I am, because it's good for the Raptors as Washington turns it over on their opening possession, only 9 seconds into the ballgame. So now Toronto's first touch as Quickly brings it across center. He's got Bub Carrington in front of him, hands it over to Rhoden, back to Quickly. Straight away toward the Logut Center, now over on the far side. It's Scotty Barnes, gets to the baseline, cut off, but keeps the dribble alive. Gets into the paint, muscles his way to the tin, and took it right at George and floated it up and in.
Big boy ball from Scotty. I love to see when he does that. Starts from the inside out.
Poole cut off in the lane, fires back out into the perimeter as Washington now gets it to Sarr down on the right block. Fake left, turns right, fires the jumper over Robinson. We're tied 2-2.
That's what makes him dangerous. You know, you look at his body type, you know he can stretch it out, can play on the perimeter, but when he takes that athleticism down inside, he can be tough.
Here comes Rhoden at the free throw line. Missed the opportunity to get it to Orlando Robinson. Instead goes back out on the perimeter to Barnes. Barnes now at the free throw line, just above it. Jumper up, no good. Robinson can't get to the rebound. And Washington secures it. Coulibaly brings it across center out on the far wing. Up top to Sarr. 1 foot on the perimeter. Now gives it to a cutting Coulibaly back out in the corner to Carrington, far side. On the wing now, it's Sarr to Poole. Poole still with 10 on the shot clock. And a little bump from Rhoden. It'll be a touch foul, sideline out of bounds, and a fresh 14 for the Wiz. 10:41 to go, opening quarter. We're a minute 19 in. We're tied 2-2. Jordan Poole coming off a monster performance the other night, 34 points against Toronto in that victory. Away from the ball, quickly got hung up in a screen, and he looks like he is banged up right now, or at least clearing the stars as he gets back on the perimeter. In the lane, stopping at a dime, turning, firing is Keyshawn George with the jumper. Wizards lead 4-2.
Nice move by the youngster, using his body against Scotty Barnes.
Raptors quickly get down the floor, and Barnes elevated, had the ball knocked away, but it's off Washington and it hits the baseline, so it'll stay with the Raptors. 18 on the shot clock.
See, I like Scotty settled for the jump shot last time. He'd scored on the inside, scored 2 or 3 times on the inside. That'll give you even more room for that jump shot, and it can be a little bit closer.
Baseline far side, jumper up, no good for Quickly underneath. Barnes got the rebound, had it blocked though on his putback attempt. Raptors keep the ball alive out on the perimeter. It's Quickly with 9 on the shot clock, over to Barrett. R.J. Barrett, far side, got a step on Carrington, drives to the tin, high off glass, and he gets it to go over the outstretched arm of Sarr.
Really nice job by R.J. Great presence of mind to get that ball up and over the defense.
Coulibaly over to Sarr, out on the far wing, hands it off now to Carrington. Carrington straight away above the free throw line, jumper up, rattled 2 rims, popped out, Sarr couldn't squeeze, and it ricochets off Scotty Barnes out of bounds Barnes had his kind of back to the play, and unfortunately just squirted it off him out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Washington.
Well, he was doing a good job of boxing out, didn't locate the ball. Robinson could only get a hand on it.
We're tied 4-4, 2 minutes, 10 seconds into the ball game. Saar trying to work against Robinson, stops his dribble, now hands off to Poole, far side. Poole trying to shake free from Roden, went left, came back right, behind the back pass, goes behind Saar, but it's tracked down near center by George. George, up fake, now sets the feet, free ball up and clean, right as the shot clock expired.
RJ on the flyby. Got to stay down. Again, don't jump till he jumps. Contest the shot.
7-4. Oh, a great pass and cut quickly to Robinson, who dunks it down, and the Raptors cut the Wizards' lead to 1.
High screen and roll right in the middle of the court. No help side declared.
Quickly back Saar, kind of Euro-stepping slowly through traffic, but missed the floater over the outstretched arm of Robinson. Raptors with the rebound. Here comes Barrett. Driving down the lane, goes into the far corner. To Roden, to Quickly, short on the 3, and Washington gets the rebound.
That's the right play. Classic drive, kick, swing. Quickly just a little short on the jumper.
Saar to Carrington. Carrington dips behind Saar, then turns around, sucks in 2 defenders, gives it to Saar, wide open for the 3. Washington goes up 10-6.
And that's it's the poor man's Wemby right there when you think about Saar being able to step out at that size and be able to 7 feet and be able to also play on the inside.
Washington leading 10-6, their largest lead. Oh, great job by Barnes with the fake, then the quick pass to Robinson. Had his shot blocked, and then the Raptors kept it alive, and driving down Main Street fouled was Roden.
I think they're just going to call it clean.
Really?
Yeah. Block clean.
Well, we got a little chippiness going on there after the play, and I think that's because I thought it was a foul, some of the contact maybe.
No, Keyshawn George looked at Roden like, what are you doing with that stuff in here? Mind you, he was the second man off the floor getting the block, but...
So no foul. Raptors inbound from the baseline. 6 in the shot clock, and they execute. They get the shot to go. And then on the made shot,
loose ball foul on
Roden. We're going to have a jump ball.
No.
I mean, excuse me, a loose ball.
Yeah, he pushed in the back. Basket good.
Yep.
But a loose ball foul on Roden trying to get rebounding position.
And it looks like actually Quickly, I thought he was just inside the arc or maybe toes on the arc. I believe they're calling it a 3, Jonesy. And if that stays, if that's the case, the Raptors cut it to 1.
Yeah, I thought he was behind the arc.
So after Roden picks up that loose ball foul, that's his second foul, and unfortunately gets his first career start and picks up 2 fouls in less than 4 minutes, and he sits down early. He's chatting with his coach right now, and Darko taps him in the chest and pats him on the backside and said, all right, we'll get back to you later in the game. Not the way you want to start, but at least he got out there and heard his name called. Saar misses the 3 ball. Raptors trailing by 1, 10-9. Here comes RJ Barrett, turns around, fires to Quickly. Little hesitation, gets into the lane, passes back out on the perimeter to Barrett, who gets into the paint, spins, and is fouled by Keyshawn George, and RJ Barrett's going to go to the free throw line.
Really nice job, Raptors moving the ball, doing a good job. Quickly's pass, not so sure I liked it, but it got to where it had to go, and Barrett got fouled.
Now, you were talking a moment ago, and you would know this, obviously, as the historian that you are, but I say this respectfully, given the certain vintage as well. Some of our listeners might not know this, but you talked about Barrett and Keyshawn George getting a little chirpy a couple of moments ago, and it was just George that fouled Barrett. Well, their dads used to play together for Team Canada back in the early 90s.
Yeah, Dion George out of Montreal. Good player. As you said, played on the national team with Rowan Barrett Sr., now the general manager of the senior men's national team. And so we have that situation where the kids grew up going to the gyms with dads. You know, you think about Corey Joseph and his dad David, a really good player, and there's a lot of that kind of happening now where the next generation is right in line and starting to kind of take the mantle.
Unfortunately, as we were chatting, RJ goes 0 of 2 at the free throw line, and as the Wizards got down the floor in a hurry, Toronto picked up a foul on Coulibaly, who goes to the stripe and knocks down both of his. So the Raptors went from having a chance to take the lead to now falling down by 3. Biggest lead of the quarter was 4 for Washington. We're not even 5 minutes in, And again, the Wizards leading 12-9, make it 12-11 as the Raptors get a nice bucket right under the tin. Robinson caught it from quickly and floated one in from about 2 feet.
Good job using his body to lean in and to knock Sarr back a couple steps. Just giving himself some room to knock down the shot.
Now A.J. Lawson picks up a foul. He came into the ballgame for Rodin. And the Raptors have picked up 4 fouls in 4.5 minutes. And like a couple of ticky-tack fouls. Like, let's go. I'm not saying let's go to Toronto. Like, the officials, like, come on. And another one. Like, I just finished saying it, and we've got another loose ball foul on A.J. Lawson. And now the Raptors have 5 fouls in 4 minutes and 26 seconds, and the Wizards are already in the bonus. Like, what am I seeing, Jonesy?
Well, you're seeing something that, as I said before, numbers based on judgment and a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Raptors still...
But can I say I buy that theory almost all the time, but not when it's against the last team in the league or one of the bottom teams in the league.
Well, yeah. You're allowed to not buy it if you choose, but referees have that mindset. Oh, well, here's a team that fouls a lot.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, Jordan Poole goes to the line, knocks down 2, so that extends the lead. Back to 3 for the Wizards. Toronto trailing 14-11. Over on the far sideline, Scotty Barnes with a 3, couldn't get it to go. Robinson tried to squeeze the rebound, but couldn't. Loose ball, though, is picked up by R.J. Barrett out toward the perimeter. Tried to pass back to Robinson. His pass deflected. Robinson, though, tips it out too quickly. He elevates for a 3, missed it. Robinson tips it out and then secures the ball out on the perimeter and hands to Barrett. So another chance on this possession. Great job by the Raptors staying with it. Barnes to a cutting Robinson, hammered at the rim, and I don't know if they're going to have a look at that one. Was that a play on the ball by Jordan Poole or not?
I think it was, but he slid up the wrist by mistake. Great pursuit of the ball on the offensive glass by the Raptors, and a great sequence in terms of moving the ball. Barrett to Barnes, and the touch pass from Scotty inside to Robinson. Give the Raptors credit. They earned that second, third, fourth look.
So a timeout on the floor with 6:57 to go. And the Raptors trailing 14-11 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Craving something fresh, fast, and full of flavor? At Barburrito, you can create millions of delicious combinations to match your mood. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, quesadilla, or taco, bursting with bold flavors and fresh ingredients. Whether you love it spicy, packed with veggies, or loaded with all the classics, there's a flavor for everyone. Barburrito is proudly Canadian, serving communities coast to coast, right in your neighborhood. Order today in store or on the Barburrito Canada app.
Barburrito, food for every mood.
This winter, settle in for star-studded excitement on Sportsnet Plus. Unbelievable! Get the best seat in the house for NHL. All the knockout moments in UFC. Oh, that'll do it! Gravity-defying action from the NBA.
That is filthy.
TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the PGA's best compete in epic golf matches every week. Plus, TNA, total non-stop action wrestling.
Oh my God.
Catch all the can't-miss moments that matter most to you. Subscribe at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. The Raptors trailing the Wizards 14-11, 6:57 to go in the opening quarter, as Toronto is shooting just 35% to start the game. And Jonesy, just before tip-off tonight, there was a tribute up on the big screen here at the arena for R.J. Barrett's brother, Nathan, who passed away almost 1 year ago to the day. March 12th of 2024. And we had a moment of silence for RJ and the Barrett family in attendance tonight. And RJ understandably brought to tears just before tip-off. And now trying to go out there and put in the work to try and help the Raptors pick up this win tonight over Washington.
Tough family situation. Nathan so vibrant and full of life and taken from us way too early.
A player in his own right who also wanted to be a pilot.
Yes. Was getting into his flying and had it all worked out. But
you know, we addressed it briefly the other day in our last broadcast as Orlando Robinson makes both free throws to cut the Washington lead to 1. Sarr drives out on the baseline near side trying to go at Robinson. Now passes back out to Coulibaly. On the near side, Coulibaly trying to work against Lawson. Gets down on the block, fires back out to Sarr on the perimeter. 3 ball, it's going to be no good. And the rebound comes to the Raptors as Quickly brings it across center to Robinson. Back to Quick, elevates for the 3. It rolls off the rim, no good, but the Raptors keep it alive. Lawson puts it back in the tin, and the Raptors take a 1-point lead. Carrington, cross court to George from right to left. George up top to Sarr. Got a step on Robinson. Gets to the tin. Misses the layup as he let it go too strong. And Quickly has the rebound. Raptors up the floor with numbers. Barrett drives down Main Street. Passes near corner. Lawson, 3 ball, no good. And tipping it back up and in is Jamison Battle. Raptors showing some energy and spurt right now.
Great job by Battle coming in from the weak side. Nobody put a body on him.
Back the other way, driving along the baseline. Poole got a step on Barrett. Floated it up and in and got the bucket to go. He wanted the call, didn't get it. That's fine if you're a Raptor fan as Toronto leads 17-16. Barrett driving far side, goes cross court to Lawson. Lawson hands off now on the perimeter on the wing near side. It's Quickly. Quickly works around. A Robinson screen goes up top straight away to Lawson. 3 ball bucket. Straight down for A.J. Lawson.
He shoots with conviction, man. He bounds into those things and he is always shot ready.
Poole lets one go from the deep end on the wing near side. No good. And the Raptors secure the rebound. Far side, weaving through traffic quickly. Gets into the paint. Goes at Sarr and is fouled. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Emmanuel Quickly. I was trying to get out, but I couldn't because of the flurry of activity a couple of moments ago. Last broadcast, you and I both said that if we were to hand out an MVP for the Raptors this season, we would both give that ball, that game ball, that season ball, that award to R.J. Barrett, putting up career numbers in points and rebounds and assists, also playing the best defense of his career. But what you think about as well is what he's been through in the last year, not even full year up until, a couple of days from now, to come to a new team.
Yeah.
To go through the ultimate high and the ecstasy of being traded to your hometown team, to then just a couple of months later, losing your brother, finishing a season, coming back, dealing with injury, getting back healthy, and then putting up career numbers and having a career impact. In spite of the team record, individually, he has had such an incredible year, especially in the face of all of that heartache and controversy and everything else.
And I'll throw something else in there.
Sure.
Playing with the maple leaf on his chest during the Olympics.
Absolutely.
And going through the highs and lows and the travel and the training and all of that. There's some real resilience to this kid, but all you have to do is know the family. No mom, no dad, know the extended family, and you can see it.
Quickly got 1 of 2 at the stripe. The Raptors get a defensive stop, come the other way, and R.J. Barrett on cue drives right at Kispert, who goes flying through the saloon doors onto the baseline, and Barrett comes back, flexing that left arm, showing off his strength.
Anybody else, that's a foul and an and one.
Should have been an and one. You're right about that, Jonesy. The Raptors have pushed their lead to 8 now out of nowhere. They're up 24-16. Toronto on a 15-6 run. Coulibaly, far corner. Kispert with a 3, knocked it down. He missed the last time down the floor, but he's not going to miss 2 in a row, especially with that kind of space. And that cuts the Raptor lead to 23-19. Castleton, one-hand floater up and in from about 6 feet right in the heart of the lane. We've got a discrepancy on the scoreboard versus the official score in front of us. I'm going to go with, for now, 26-19. Champagny misses one in the lane, but it's cleaned up by Sarr. Then his shot gets blocked. Nope, they're now going to call it a foul, a late whistle. And it's going to be a foul, I believe, against RJ. Yep, it's going to go against Barrett. And that will send Sarr to the free throw line.
I thought RJ did a pretty good job. Although, again, I'll go back to the length, athleticism, and just general youth of Alex Sarr.
Sarr this season averaging just under 12 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. And I mentioned that there was a scoring discrepancy. Well, I guess I should have stuck with the big board in the arena, not the official score in front of us, because they've now taken one away. It's officially 25-19, make it 25-20, as the first free throw goes down for Sarr. I mentioned his numbers a moment ago. He shoots just 39% from the floor, 31% from three, 62% at the free throw line. So he has struggled in terms of his shooting overall, but still having a decent season. The rookie, the second pick, Alex Sarr, gets it done at the stripe to cut the Raptor lead to 4. Castleton, he was looking for Lawson to cut to the tin, and Lawson stopped, and it actually would have been a great play. It was a nice pass from Castleton. They just weren't reading the same mail.
Well, and that's the problem with guys in on a 10-day and other guys just barely got to the team. That's a play that you figure out with time together and knowing one another's tendencies on the court with and without the basketball.
Tristan Vukcevic checks into the ballgame for the Wizards. And as the play unfolds down low, there's a dunk for, was that Coulibaly?
Yeah, and
he got his legs taken out, inadvertent, as bodies just kind of got in the lane. And in the process, Jamison Battle-Jonesy got hit as well.
Battle, who's already wearing a face mask for a broken nose, got...
I don't know if he got an elbow or a foot. We couldn't tell from here. As Coulibaly went down hard, he drove down Main Street and ended up falling straight down on his back with his legs almost in the air. And it was the ball, I think, that actually hit Battle in the face. Luckily, it wasn't a foot or an elbow, but with due respect to Jamison Battle right now, the concern for everybody, not that we're not concerned about Battle, but Coulibaly took a really hard fall, and he is still down, being tended to by the Wizards training staff. They are now helping him up off the floor, and the crowd showing their respect and appreciation, clapping for the youngster Coulibaly as he makes his way over to Washington's bench.
Will be reviewed to see if it meets the criteria for potential flagrant foul.
I don't think it's a flagrant foul. I think in trying to protect himself, Coulibaly held on to the rim at a different time, in a different place. I've been there. But your momentum is going so fast that you can't get a good grip on the rim, and you just end up losing your grip, and your body, by momentum, gets taken in some directions it shouldn't be going.
Let's step aside for the break with the Raptors for now leading 25-23 with 3:36 to go in the opening quarter on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Orthotics!
Footwear!
Orthotics!
Footwear!
Guys, enough. Kintec are experts in orthotics and footwear. It's what sets them apart. By tailoring orthotics to your shoes and shoes to your orthotics, you get comfort and support designed just for you.
Oh, so it's orthotics and footwear working together.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
You got it.
Or sushi and milk.
Is that a thing?
PB&J.
Sushi and milk.
Oh, boy.
Kintec footwear and orthotics.
Back in 95 when I had my own pager, shooting some hoops, hanging out in the park. I jumped in the car with the girl by my side, with the black curls and bright blue eyes. We cruised past the court where the Raptors played. The game was hot and the crowd was swayed, but we were on a mission, on the move, gotta roll. For the 95 McFlurry, that's how we stroll. Let's ride. The 95 McFlurry, for a limited time only at participating McDonald's restaurants in Ontario.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590.
The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 3:36 to go in the opening quarter. Raptors leading 25-23. It is a common foul, as Jonesy noted before the break. He felt that It probably would not meet the criteria for a flagrant, as Koulibaly just kind of slipped under his own momentum as he tried to hold on to the rim, and that was indeed the case based on what the officials said. Common foul. He misses the free throw, and the Raptors secure the rebound, and immediately Washington takes a foul to get Koulibaly out of the ballgame. So he was able to stay in and take the free throw, but now he's going to leave the floor, and under his own weight with no help at all, he is walking back to the locker room area, and he'll be checked out by the training staff. I don't know if his night will be done, but we shall see.
Man, to be 20 years old and that kind of flexible and resilient, like, wow.
Yeah, I'd still be down. Barnes up top to Shed. Shed now bringing it toward the near side, turning the corner, getting toward the baseline, floated it high off glass, but just didn't get the roll as it squirted off the rim, and back the other way come the Wizards.
Interesting. Castleton up there ready to tip it in, but resisting the temptation to touch it on the rim.
Johnson has it. A.J. Johnson got it to Vukcevic down low. He went left, came back right, and laid one up and in. We didn't see him 2 nights ago, but getting some burn here for the Wizards in this opening frame. Washington has come back to tie the game at 25, wiping out a 7-point lead by the Raptors. Roden back into the game. On the baseline near side, hands off to Shed, who brings it back to the perimeter on the wing. Shot clock's down to 4. Shed gonna have to go. Deep one, near side. Front rim no good. Castleton battling Vukcevic. Got the rebound but couldn't squeeze, and it's ultimately taken away. Down the floor comes Champagny. Puts it up, missed it. Follows his own miss, gets it back and puts it in the tin.
Now Jamal Shed got back trying to take the charge, and there was no call. Give Jamal credit. And just one thing, remember, Champagny had a little time with Toronto here. He was the leading rebounder at that size in his conference when he played at Pitt.
Washington on an 8-0 run has come back to take a 2-point lead. Castleton, left block, spins left, comes back right, passes back up top to Lawson for 3, who does it again off the bench with 8 points in 5 minutes.
Again, good kick out. Lawson seems always to be shot ready.
Raptors leading by 1. Vukcevic to a cutting Kispert. Left-hand scoop on the left side. Missed the shot. Raptors snagged the rebound. Again, Castleton got big down low. Down the floor, driving to the tin. Contact came. And A.J. Lawson goes to the floor, and he's now going to get up and go to the line.
Well, he put his head down, did a really nice job of changing speed, realizing that he had the defender. He had Gill backpedaling and went right into him.
So they get the foul ultimately on Vukcevic. That'll be his first with just over 90 seconds to go, 1:31 to be exact. Raptors push the lead to 2 at 29-27. As Lawson hits the first, dips, fires, and makes the second as well. How about 10 points in 5 minutes? Didn't start like he did the last 2 games, but he has been the ultimate spark off the bench thus far.
Interesting, you look at guys like that, Eric, guys that fit going forward.
Down low, Vukcevic comes up empty, gets his own miss back, puts it back out on the perimeter to Johnson. Johnson over to Gill. Gill on the near side, going to step into a 3 ball and knock it down clean.
Anthony Gill didn't exactly get a clean catch, but able to knock it out.
Now the Raptors throw it away in the far corner as Jamal Shed was unable to secure the pass from Scotty Barnes. It goes off his fingertips, out of bounds with exactly 1 minute to play, and us tied at 30 apiece.
Anthony Gill from Washington, and double check that. A lot of Washington guys making noise. Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, a lot of Virginia guys, making noise in the NBA right now.
Corey Kispert to Champagny down underneath. Fires the pass out to Johnson in the corner. Back out for another triple. Back-to-back for the Wiz, and this time it's the big man Vukcevic who buries it to put Washington up by 3. Washington wiping out that 7-point Raptor lead. Far corner, good look at a triple. Raptors get it right back from Jared Roden.
I like what I'm seeing from Roden. Lawson, I just like what I'm seeing from these guys. They're going to be pushing for spots.
Here's Johnson for the Wizards as Jamal Shed gets wiped out and a screen falls to the floor, and on his backside claps his hands and fires himself up, and he jumps back up as the Raptors will get the ball and a chance to grab the lead before the end of the frame.
Saw that a lot from his protege, Davion Mitchell, and you see that call a lot around the NBA. The guard doesn't use the screen properly. The defender's fighting over top. There's space between the ball handler and the screener, and now the screener's forced to move, and you get that illegal contact in the moving screen.
Quickly, standing on the logo at center, milking the clock down. It's down to 5 as he gives it to Barnes down Main Street, hands it off to Castleton, who lost the ball as he elevated. The heave is good if it goes. It was on line but short, and no good for Washington on the heave from Vukcevic from about 59, 60 feet, and we head in to the second quarter, all locked up at 33 apiece.
Interesting, the chemistry there, right? Scotty Barnes, the pass to Castleton, it was stripped. Castleton said, throw it up to the rim, I'll go get it. That way I don't have to deal with anybody my size down here.
Again, tied at 33. Second quarter action comes next on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
When you sit on your Aeroplan points, it's like you're sitting on your next trip, like a sunny getaway by the sea. But instead, you're sitting on your Aeroplan points. So the only sea you get to sit in is a sea of traffic. Use your points and go from smelling your Ocean Breeze air freshener to smelling the ocean breeze. So stop sitting on your next trip and start enjoying your Aeroplan points.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, getting set to start quarter number 2. Raptors and Wizards locked at 33 apiece in that opening frame. The Raptors shoot 46% from the floor. The Wiz a hair under 48%. Pretty dead even ball game, not just on the scoreboard, but in a lot of the categories that we predominantly look at. But one thing stands out for me, Jonesy, I don't know about you. Toronto out-rebounding Washington right now 16-9, and Coach Keefe said that before the game. He said, if we have a chance of winning this game again, the Wiz, we need to be better on the glass.
Yeah, that was something that they did a nice job of, just kind of being close in the last game.
Barnes, straight away, above the arc, covered by Gill, hands off to Quickly. Now on a switch, Gill gets up on Quick, over to Battle on the wing near side, down on the block to Barnes. He's going to go at Champagnie. Shimmy, shake, turn, fire, missed the jumper, and the Wizards grab the rebound. Johnson across center. A.J. Johnson on the near side. Goes up top. Vukcevic. The 3 ball is good, and the big man's knocked down a couple now.
Well, now you got to guard him. I wouldn't say you overreact, but pay a little more attention to the pick and pop when he steps out.
36-33. He shoots 32% on the season, the big man, but again, he's made a couple of big ones, and Washington just got another stop as Quickly missed on a 3 ball of his own, trying to answer back. Washington up 3, looking for more right now. Vuk hands off to Champagnie. Champagnie, little hesitation, got it in the lane, went it Quickly, missed the floater. Robinson tapped the ball into the hands of Quickly, and the Raptors get the rebound across center. Here comes Quick. Whips an over-the-shoulder pass out to an open Roden on the wing far side, missed it. Rebound to Battle. Nice to see him back out there after getting the face checked out. Floater in the lane, no good from Robinson. Follows his shot and snags the rebound. Drives right back to the 10. Got hit, no call, and it goes off Washington out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Raptors with 10 on the shot clock.
Give Robinson credit, sticking his nose in there, pursuing the offensive rebound. Raptors playing with a lot of grit right now. Not always translating on the scoreboard, though.
Quickly inbounding baseline near side into Scotty Barnes. Flashes into the paint, turns, fires, and gets it to go on a 9-footer. Raptors within 1. Here comes Gill. Up top to Vukcevic. Hands off to Kispert. Straight away, 3-ball, look out. Missed that one. And Orlando Robinson with the rebound gets it ahead to Quickly. Toward the near side, it's Quick. Dips behind Robinson, steps into a 3-ball, got a great look, and knocked it down from the north side.
You can't go under. Quickly's a good shooter, and he can shoot it from deep. It's a mistake by Washington on that coverage.
Early in this ball game, Quick starting to fill up the stat sheet. 7 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Vukcevic hands off to Johnson. Driving down Main Street, tried to go back to Vukcevic, and it's knocked away by Toronto. Unfortunately, they couldn't squeeze, so it's on the baseline. Washington ball with 7 on the shot clock. 2 minutes, 10 seconds into the second quarter. Wiz get it on the baseline, on the near side. They fired out on the perimeter to Vukcevic. Driving to the free throw line, elevates over Robinson, and his shot hits the rim, goes high off the top part of the backboard and into the hands of the Raptors. Here comes Quickly, bounce pass to Scotty Barnes, driving to the tin, and Vuk was there. Barnes went right at him, got hit, and Scotty Barnes going to the free throw line.
Good job by Quickly. He's shown some real energy on the defensive end, but you talk about the 6 assists and doing them very quietly. And a play like that, no assist, but he found Scotty wide open getting to the basket, and all of a sudden Barnes is on the line for a couple of shots.
Washington just got hit with a delay of game as Barnes goes to the free throw line, knocks down the first one. The Raptors 6 of 9 to start the ball game. Wizards are 6 of 7 at the stripe. Toronto leading 39-36. Kind of been a seesaw affair thus far in this first 17 minutes or so of action. Scotty Barnes, second free throw. That one up, and it rattled around and popped out. So Toronto 6 of 10 from the line. They started the game real hot from the stripe last night, or 2 nights ago. Not so far thus far in this ball game. Vukcevic with another good look straight away. Missed that one, and the Raptors secure the rebound. It's Barnes, who then fires the pass all the way down the floor in the far corner to Battle. Sidestep, 3-ball, decent look, missed it. Kispert with the rebound for Washington. 39-36, Raptors by 3. Battle nearly took it away from Gill, who wrestles the ball away, keeps it with him, gives it to Vukcevic, over to Kispert, far side. Driving toward the baseline, went at Robinson and kissed it off glass and got it to go.
Good shot, tough shot, good contest by Orlando Robinson.
Here comes Scotty Barnes. Out to Battle on the wing near side, trailing the play, stepping into a 3, got a great look, and it rattled 3 rims and popped out, but the Raptors get another offensive rebound from Robinson. Barnes over on the far sideline, another good look, and another 3-ball for Jared Rhoden.
Again, good ball movement, and your shooters ready to go.
8:35 to go second quarter. The Raptors have jumped up to a 4-point lead at 42-38. Their largest lead was 7. Johnson with a give and go, gave it up to Gill, got it back, went to the tin, laid it in, and fouled. And it's a 3-point opportunity coming for A.J. Johnson.
Well, Rhoden did a great job of reading that the give and go was coming. He happened to be just a little bit tardy, a little bit late on the rotation because he saw the play coming, and he gets hit with the foul.
Johnson, product of Australia. He was the 23rd pick from Milwaukee and was dealt away in the deal that included Chris Middleton. He's played only 11 games this season, but getting some late season burn here as he knocks down the free throw, and he's been good in 7 minutes off the bench. 3 points, 4 assists, couple of rebounds. Raptors leading by just 1 now. Rhoden on the perimeter, trying to work with the Robinson screen, goes cross-court instead to Battle. Got down to the block, cut off, goes back up top for an open look for Rhoden, who missed that one. Down low, high for the rebound. Lawson came over top of everybody, but couldn't squeeze, but did a great job getting back, sticking a hand in the pass lane to force the turnover. Picked up by Shed to a cutting Rhoden, who was hammered. Take your pick. It was Gill and Champagny, and Rhoden got crunched like a pinball in between both players, and he's going to go to the line.
Love the old school fast break there. Jamal Shed centering the floor with the ball, does a really nice job. Rhoden running one lane and getting to the foul line, extended, cutting it at 45 degrees. Just classic old school fast break stuff, and a good delivery by Shed. Rhoden getting his free throws at the line.
Champagny, the one who was given the foul, as Rhoden knocks down the first free throw. 7 points for Roden awaiting the second free throw with the Raptors currently leading by 2. Roden dips and fires. That one's clean. Raptors lead by 3. It's 44-41, 7:55 to go here in the first half. Ahmet Man with the halftime show tonight as Gill brings it across center for the Wizards. Over to Champagny, back to Vukcevic, straight away. Handing it off now to Kispert. On the near side, inside the arc, getting down toward the block. Sucked in 2 defenders, gave it back to Vukcevic. Driving into the paint, got by Robinson, floats it up and in. He's looked pretty spry.
He has. He's looked good. Hasn't taken bad shots.
10 points in 8 minutes. 3 rebounds as well. Robinson, the big man for Toronto, missing on a triple. Washington secures the rebound. And they bring it across center with a chance to snag the lead right here.
That shot was personal by Robinson. I got to have a little get back because this kid's playing pretty well.
Washington out on the perimeter. Shed all over Johnson, who finally gives it up to Kispert on the near side, and he buried it with Lawson right in his face. That dude has range for days. Corey Kispert, 8 points off the bench. Washington now leading by 2. Robinson hands off to Lawson. Turning into the lane, goes down Main Street, had his shot knocked away, and a late whistle coming in. It's going to be a foul against Kispert. And it will be a chance for 2 free throws for A.J. Lawson.
I love Lawson turning the corner, changes speed down the lane with force, and he gets the foul call.
6:50 to go here in the first half. Raptors down 2, 46-44 on Toronto Raptors basketball. Brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Law & Order Thursday on City TV.
We're charging him with manslaughter.
3 Law & Orders on one epic night.
It was premeditated. It was planned.
Law & Order at 8.
He told me to is not a legal defense against murder.
SVU at 9.
Covering his ass, I'd start thinking about your own.
Followed by the new season of Law & Order Toronto Criminal Intent at 10.
Nothing justifies murder. How about we start with the truth?
Law & Order Thursday, all new, 8/7 Central on City TV.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
6:50 to go, second quarter. Raptors down 2, 46-44. Toronto, Jonesy, this quarter has taken a bit of a nosedive in terms of their offense, shooting just 38% right now, and I'm double-checking. They are 3 for 13 in the opening 5 minutes and 10 seconds of this quarter.
Yeah, like I said, one of the keys, the first key, was making shots, being able to move the ball, knock it down. Some guys getting some good looks.
We're coming out of the timeout with the Raptors down 2, but a chance to potentially tie this game with A.J. Lawson stepping to the free throw line. Lawson with 10 points off the bench. He's the leading scorer for the Raptors. Tied for the lead in the game, period. He stepped in quickly after Jared Roden picked up 2 early fouls in the opening 3.5 minutes of the ball game. And Lawson has paid dividends. And then to his credit, Roden came back in with those 2 fouls and is already up to 8 points himself and has played very well. He's the second leading scorer for the Raptors. Free throw for Lawson is good. He's got 11, now give him 12 as the second one goes down. And we are tied at 46. Carrington back into the game, as is Sarr. Ditto for George, who flashes through the lane, left to right, cut off there on the far block by Battle, goes back out on the perimeter to Poole, who's also back in. Bounce pass down on the block to Carrington, whips the cross-court pass to an open Champagny near corner, 3-ball no good, and the ball into the hands of R.J. Barrett. Fires a pass all the way down the floor to a cutting Battle, who missed the layup attempt on a big-time block.
Well, that's one if you're Battle, you see that coming. It's got to be a dunk. It can't leave your hand.
Sarr with a swat. I believe that was his third block of the game. Washington a chance to snag the lead right here. Carrington can't get the triple. Another rebound for R.J. Barrett.
Again, that's one where Jamison Battle's got to put Sarr on a poster. If it leaves your hand, he's blocking it, and that's what happened.
Barrett with 5 rebounds tonight, puts it out on the perimeter to Shed on the far side. Weaves into traffic, gives it to Robinson. Up top, open look, Lawson, no good. But again, in traffic, Robinson gets it out to Battle this time. His triple no good, and Champagny secures the rebound, fires over to George. 2 great looks for Toronto. Jordan Poole down the floor, inside the arc in the near corner, blows a tire. He thought he was hit, but he doesn't get the call. And we're going the other way. Raptor ball, take it and run if you are a Raptor fan.
Well, Battle did a nice job of getting back and squaring him up. And Poole wanted the contact, didn't get it. Biased aside, I like the idea of a play on there.
46 apiece. Raptors and Wizards past the midway point of quarter number 2. Far side driving, below the elbow. Barrett got into the paint, fires into the corner, far side, and guess who? A.J. Lawson with his 3rd triple of the game. Washington down the floor. Raptors didn't get back. Carrington 3-ball no good, and Toronto dodges that bullet, and it goes off Sarr, out of bounds. Raptor ball.
There's Lawson. There's that guy ready to catch and shoot and knock it down.
He's tied a season high with 15 in only 9 minutes of action.
Well, he's just letting the game come to him.
Battle sets the feet, triple up and good. Jamison Battle.
You think about Battle, Lawson, Roden, replacing Grady right now.
Yep.
Somebody's vying for some playing time, even when there's a healthy lineup.
You're right. Sarr driving baseline far side for the Wizards. Got fouled by Castleton, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Castleton did a nice job contesting, but used the wrong hand to go for the block on the drive on the right side with the right hand by Sarr. You can't use your right hand because that puts yourself into the body. You risk you're making body contact. That's where you use the left hand. When you're looking at a guy, his right hand, the mirror image is your left, so he's got to go up and contest with the left hand.
Manuel quickly is going to check back into the ball game. As Sarr goes to the stripe and knocks down 1 of 2. Raptor lead is 5 now at 42. Check that, 52-47. Driving, weaving through traffic on the far side. Barrett missed it, got his own miss back. Had that second attempt blocked, but it's picked up by Castleton, who puts it back in the tin.
That second attempt by Barrett, even though it was blocked, so important to get the ball up on the glass for somebody else.
4:10 to go in the quarter. Triple on the near sideline, no good for Jordan Poole. Wizards working around on the far side to Sarr. He missed that one as well, and the Raptors secure the rebound. Jordan Poole tonight just 1 of 3 for 4 points. Barrett, one hand, lefty floater below the far elbow, gets it to go, and the Raptors stretch the lead to 9, largest of the game. 3:50 to go in this first half. A little fake on a kind of fake handoff. Poole on the perimeter, turned the corner, and then went straight into the paint and right to the tin. But the Raptors do the same, back the other way. Lawson got to the tin, had his shot come up a little bit short. Pull up triple on a 3-on-1, maybe 3-on-2. Either way, Carrington got it to go. Welcome to the NBA in 2025.
Yep. Take the open shot, even if it's somewhere behind the arc.
And then back the other way, Carrington fouls a driving quickly. It certainly looked like a drive and on the shot, but they're not going to give him free throws. They're going to say sideline out of bounds. Not sure about that one. 3:21 to go here in the second quarter. Raptors were up 9 moments ago. It's been cut to 4 at 56-52. On the far sideline, Barrett got it in to Roden. And we got a foul immediately coming in against the Wizards on Poole. Was that before the ball was in?
No. We're going to say that the ball had been thrown in, and Lawson going to go to the line to put a little more on that season high.
Yeah, we are in penalty situation, so Lawson goes to the line, and the career high, Jonesy, is 17. First one goes down, give him 16.
You could have that by halftime. What's the record in this place?
No kidding. How about 16 points in 11 minutes? Looking for 17 right here. Lawson wearing that red number 0. And we might have jinxed him as he missed the free throw, but he tracks down his own miss. Gives it to Barrett. Bounce pass down on the block underneath the tin to Castleton. Had his shot blocked. It's picked up by Jordan Poole, who quickly fires ahead to Carrington, who pulls up again for 3 and missed it. Long rebound. Out to Lawson. A pull-up for Quickly. He missed that one. Castleton following the play. Bounces a pass to Barnes. Over in the far corner to Lawson. To the trailer on the wing, Barrett. He missed that one. And Carrington secures the rebound. A lot of missed shots going on here in this quarter. Certainly in the last few minutes for both sides. But the Raptors lead by 5. Poole. Cross court in the near corner. Shot no good for Thor. And the Raptors snag the rebound. Come across center. Barnes. To Lawson, to Castleton, over to Quickly, down Main Street, running floater. The one-hander is good. The Raptors whipping that ball around.
Yeah, really nice ball movement side to side and Quickly driving past the closeout.
Poole gets across center, trying to shake free from Quickly, pushes off twice on him, then steps back into a 3 and knocks it down. He's fired up right now. That's just his 3rd field goal of the game. Barrett back for Toronto, far side, floated one up. Again, it looked like he might have felt some contact, didn't get a call, and missed it as it bounced off the back rim. And then as the Wizards get up the floor in the open court, Lawson picks up a foul, cutting off Sarr. And we got a foul against Lawson and a timeout on the floor.
If he doesn't reach, maybe he's got a chance. He fell to the ground, signaling for an offensive foul, but when you reach, that's the issue.
So we're going to step aside for the break with 2:05 to go in this first half, and the Raptors leading by 4. It's 59-55. Toronto on top on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Dibs. One of the most powerful words in vacation planning. Next to Sunwing's save more, do more, that is. Why, you ask? Well, while you're asking, I'm booking. First Dibs means I just snagged that suite so fancy it makes my Instagram filters feel unnecessary. And since I booked before March 30th, let's just say my savings account and vacation plans are equally gorgeous. That's the thing about First Dibs. Book before March 30th with your local travel advisor or at...
Craving something fresh, fast, and full of flavor? At Barburrito, you can create millions of delicious combinations to match your mood. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, quesadilla, or taco, bursting with bold flavors and fresh ingredients. Whether you love it spicy, packed with veggies, or loaded with all the classics, there's a flavor for everyone. Barburrito is proudly Canadian, serving communities coast to coast, right in your neighborhood. Order today in store or on the Barburrito Canada app.
Barburrito, food for every mood.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Raptors leading the Wizards 59-55 with 2:05 to go until half.
A lot of shots going up, and my key for Toronto was, number one, was making shots, and they really haven't. They're up by 4, but they are only shooting 37%. Their offensive rebounding has helped them out by getting them out-rebounding Washington 17-5 on the offensive glass. They're getting lots of second chance and third chance opportunities, not always capitalizing, but at least they're getting them.
Washington ball out of the timeout on the baseline, far side. Sarr spinning, and then off 1 foot on a back turnaround fade. He misses the shot over Castleton, who again stayed with his man. He's played well in his time in TO.
Yeah.
His third game in. Colin Castleton out on the floor right now. It's Barrett, far side, getting down toward the block, trying to work against George. Gave it up to Castleton, saved it on the baseline, fires out on the perimeter to Barnes, far sideline. Step back, triple, Scotty Barnes missed it. Rebound goes to the Wizards. It's Carrington. Carrington across center, over to Poole, near side. Gave it to Sarr, back to Poole, got down Main Street and switched the ball from left to right, back to left, laid it in. Washington cuts it to 2. Barrett, Castleton near corner. Back on the wing to Barrett, up top straight away to Shed. Good look for Jamal, missed that one. Castleton knocked the ball away from Sarr, out to Barrett, who missed the 3-ball. Long rebound tracked down by Shed. A third chance on this possession. With 1:05 to play, they get it down low to Scotty. Turns, fires, and misses right under the tin, and Washington snags the rebound.
Raptors shooting percentage down to under 35 now at 20 of 58. And some good looks there. 3 good looks. Well, at least 2 good looks missed on that trip.
Raptors 8 for 32 in this quarter. Even I know that's 25%. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a quarter.
See, I shouldn't have doubted myself. See the smoke, Jonesy? Can you smell it? If you can't see it, you can smell it. 38 seconds to play. Luckily for the Raptors, Washington comes up empty on a 3-ball from Jordan Poole, but the Wiz make a defensive play on the other end and force a turnover, and down the floor comes Carrington. Behind the back pass to George to Thor. Lefty release for the big man straight away, buries it, and Washington, late in the half, takes a 1-point lead, 60-59.
JT Thor's had a few stops around the NBA, Milwaukee, Charlotte. Knocked that one down.
15 seconds to go. Raptors will have to give it up. There's about a second, maybe second and a half differential. Shot clock, game clock. Barrett at the perimeter. Driving toward the near side. Sucks in 2 defenders. Thought he got hit, no call. Poole picks it up. This is the guy you want to have it if you're Washington. 3-ball at the buzzer is no good. And we head into the half with Poole missing far side on about a 28, 29-footer. And the Wizards lead by 1 heading into the locker rooms.
Got to make some shots if you're Toronto. That's all it comes down to. They're out-rebounding Washington. The assist numbers don't really count when you're not making shots. You can't get assists if guys aren't making shots. Only 4 turnovers for each team. Toronto doing a good job with the rebounding, but they've got to convert some of those into baskets.
60-59, Raptors down 1. When we come back, Amit Man has the halftime show. Then Jonesy and I return for second half action on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our...
Hey basketball fans, Raptors fans, we the North, thank you so much for helping us create this amazing community. Here for the Raptors and all of the sports on Toronto Sports Insider. Now's the time of the show. Please let us know where you're watching from. Where is We the North gathering from? All over the world. How far out is our reach? Let's go. In the chat, city and province in Canada, city and state in the United States. Put your flag emoji out there for your country. Let us know if you're international as well. And cheers for participating in the chat. Now let's get back to the basketball. Let's go Raptors! Go Raptors, go! We the North! We the North! Ha ha!
Learn more about our best rates at canadapost.ca/shipcanadian.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Hello, my name is Amit Man. The halftime show is brought to you by your Ontario Honda dealers. Get home court advantage on every drive with the new Civic Hybrid. Proudly built here in Ontario. Visit Ontario Honda dealers today. At the half, it's 60-59 for the Washington Wizards. The Raptors, it's a game of runs, right? And we saw that in that second quarter. The Raptors had a bit of a run for themselves, and the Wizards, catapulted by Jordan Poole with 7 points in the latter parts of that second quarter, he brought them just ahead. And so as we stand, AJ Lawson, right? Like, my goodness, what a half for him. The Canadian kid, Toronto's finest. He has 16 points in the first half. Lots of threes for the young man. 4 of 8 overall, 3 of 5 from the field with 4 rebounds. He was terrific. Jared Rhoden coming up clutch for the Raptors. 8 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 2 threes for him. And then RJ Barrett, a little bit quiet, 6 points, 3 of 9 shooting. He did get into a bit of a tussle with a Wizards player earlier on in the first quarter. Kind of love seeing that every once in a while. Kind of gets you a little pepped up for the rest of the game for sure. 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting for Scotty Barnes. A little bit quiet from him. Once again against the Wizards, 6 rebounds for him as well. Emmanuel Quickley, 9 points on 3 of 9 shooting. 2 of 7 from 3. Love to see the threes from him. And 6 assists. 6 legitimate assists. You guys know, right? Sometimes these assists in the NBA, it's kind of whack. But IQ, he was dishing. He was beating that first line of defense. And then after that, he was seeing that second line, making great decisions for the Toronto Raptors. On the other side of things, Jordan Poole, as I said, had a great end to this first half. He has 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 1 of 5 overall, 2 free throws, and 1 rebound. Alex Sarr, who was very good last time out against the Raptors, 8 points, 4 rebounds on 2 of 8 shooting. Bilal Coulibaly, he had a really bad fall in that first quarter. Jameson Battle attacked him, and Bilal made a great play, started driving towards the basket, and he dunked it very good, but then his hand slipped off the rim and he fell right on his back. Not a pretty fall. Hope he's just fine. Corey Kispert off the bench, 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3. And then Tristan Vucevic, 10 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 2 threes, 2 of 4 overall, and then 3 rebounds. He was very good for them. Overall, with the bench points, now the Wizards, they do have 4 more. They're leading 29-25. Points off turnovers, the Wizards lead 10-7. And then points in the paint, the Raptors have a slim margin of victory there, 24-22. And fast break points, the Raptors, very good. They're getting out and running, and they're capitalizing on their chances. 15-5 right there. We're going to keep on talking about this first half of action and look ahead to the second half. When we return, you're listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app, and sportsnet.ca.
At last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
This winter, settle in for star-studded excitement on Sportsnet Plus. Unbelievable! Get the best seat in the house for NHL. All the knockout moments in UFC. Oh, that'll do it! Gravity-defying action from the NBA. That is filthy. Woo! TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the PGA's best compete in epic golf matches every week. Plus, TNA, total non-stop action wrestling. Oh my God. Catch all the can't miss moments that matter most to you. Subscribe at sportsnetplus.ca.
Itching to head outside as the weather warms up? Just remember, when it's 0 degrees and above, you and your pets aren't the only ones active. For the health of the whole family, make sure you're offering your dog or cat the protection they need. Talk to your veterinarian about all-in-one options today and visit nextguard.ca for some great savings. That's NextGuard, NEXGARD.
Hey, buddy, got lunch plans?
Well, I usually...
Nope. Today you go Mojo Mode at Subway.
Mojo Mode?
Eat bold with Subway's new Mojo sauce on a 6-inch turkey or ham sub for just $4.99.
Okay, but I usually
Forget that. Mojo is smoky, spicy, $4.99. Today's lunch is not the usual.
Hey, I'm already feeling Mojo!
Only at Subway. At participating stores. Extras, taxes, and delivery additional. Expires April 13th, 2025.
It's the Reliance Home Comfort Spring Trade-In and Save event. For a limited time, get $1,200 in credit towards a new furnace or air conditioner, your choice. That's right, $1,200 to upgrade to a new energy-efficient furnace or AC when you trade in your old equipment. Any age, any make, any condition. And with over 140,000 five-star reviews, you're not just getting a great deal, you're getting great service. This offer won't last long, so if you're ready to trade in and save,
call on Reliance.
Conditions apply. See website for details.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball
on Sportsnet 590.
The Fan.
Welcome back to the halftime show. My name is Amit Mann. A lot of good things from the Raptors in that first half. Notably, 19 first half offensive rebounds. They're currently out-rebounding the Wizards 43-30. A huge advantage. And it was everyone, all right? Like, it was A.J. Lawson, it was Jared Rhoden, it was multiple players who were attacking the glass. Look, if they're not going to cover you and you're just standing at the three-point line, especially in those corners, at the very least, try to get yourself an offensive rebound. And the Raptors did that in that first half. Keep on doing it because it's an easy method to get some good buckets and quality shots at the rim. A.J. Lawson, he was 2 of 16 from 3 over his past 2 games. And today, look at him, right? 3 of 5 from 3. A lot of impressive shots. He's getting to the free throw line, some putbacks. A great first half from the Canadian right there. Want to see more of that from him. And also, Emmanuel Quickley. All right, so he had 6 assists in that first half, and a lot of these are coming off of him attacking that first line. No one can guard him on the Wizards, especially their point of attack defenders. Keep on doing that. And then once you get to that second line, make great decisions, as he did. He's finding Colin Castleton. He's finding Scotty Barnes. He's finding other cutters from those corners. Those are, again, quality buckets, easy shots for him. And I love to see his passing game, and I love to see him actually putting up 7 threes. Now, he made 2, but the volume has to be there for Emmanuel Quickley. I want to see him continue to score the ball for the Raptors in this game and for the rest of the season. Now, on the other side of things for the Wizards, their bench was good for them. Corey Kispert was pretty good. Tristan Vucevic was good. Now it's time to change it up. Now you got to start changing your looks on Vucevic. For instance, don't give him the pick and pop threes. Let's maybe switch it up a little bit. Let's switch some smaller players on him. Let's see if he can put the ball on the floor and get to the rack. Things like that. Now with Jordan Poole, we saw how potent he was in the latter parts of that second quarter and also last game. I want to see the Raptors start doubling, get the ball out of his hands. This is a development time for the franchise. Continue to develop. Let's see them have some quality doubles. Let's see them have some backside rotations that can help the team, get the ball out of Poole's hands and make somebody else score. This is part of the development. A person like Jordan Poole, you have a small window to take away his airspace. The Raptors have to do that. They got to do a much better job in the second half coming up. Aside from that, Scotty Barnes still 2 of 9 shooting. He has some good attempts at the rim, but he's just not finishing. I'm not sure why. It's the Wizards. He also struggled last time around. Continue to get good shots. Let's get him some easy looks at the rim, and maybe the Raptors can come out with a victory. All right, so Eric and Paul got you from here. We'll talk after the game. Maybe talking a Raptors win this time. You're listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and sportsnet.ca.
You're an entrepreneur. Growth is essential for your business. At BDC, we get that. And we're here to help you stay 2 steps ahead. With our flexible financing and advisory services, we help you adapt, growing your business in the face of today's challenges and tomorrow's opportunities. Stepping up for entrepreneurs. We're on it. BDC, financing, advising, know-how.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 35% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
At Desjardins, we speak business. We speak startup funding and comprehensive game plans. We've mastered made-to-measure growth and expansion advice, and we can talk your ear off about transferring your business when the time comes. Because at Desjardins Business, we speak the same language you do, business. So join the more than 400,000 Canadian entrepreneurs who already count on us and contact Desjardins today. We'd love to talk business.
Hey, Taylor, coffee?
Maybe later. My oil furnace is out again.
You should upgrade to an electric heat pump.
Isn't that expensive?
No, it's worth it. It can heat even when it's minus 30, cools when it gets warmer. Plus, there's a government program to help cover most of the costs up front.
Huh, coffee's on me then.
To see if you're eligible for the Oil to Heat Pump Affordability Program, visit canada.ca/heat pumps or call 1-800-O-CANADA. A message from the Government of Canada.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you as we get set to start the second half. Jones, we found out at the half from Washington Wizards media relations maven, the great Jim LeBombard, formerly of the Toronto Raptors, that Bilal Coulibaly is out for the ball game, and it's actually not his back. They're calling it right now right hamstring tightness.
Wow.
So he is done for the night.
Not back. I thought it might have been hip.
Yep. Justin Champagny starting the second half for the Wizards, but it's the Raptors that start with the ball. Emmanuel quickly in the near corner, trying to put it on the floor and drive past Champagny. Can't do so. Loses the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Shot clock down to 1. Barrett turns to the lane, fires, missed the shot, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Jordan Poole. 11 points to lead the way for the Wizards right now. Poole has it. Into the paint, blows the tire, kicks it back up top to Sarr. 3-ball, no good. Rebound to Barrett, his 10th of the game.
I got to tell you, he does a lot of things that kind of go under the radar.
And the Raptors get a bucket on the other end with Quickly to go up by 1.
Like, he rebounds, he passes, he playmakes. And they got Roden on a call. Man, I wish this kid could kind of shake loose. He's got 4 fouls. They've just been kind of pecking away at his ability to stay in the game. I really like this kid.
He's out there right now in front of Bub Carrington, who gives it up to Sarr. Sarr has it on the perimeter, handing to George. Going to step into a 3-ball. The Canadian rattled 2 rims, no good. Tracked down to the far corner by Robinson, who gives it to Barrett. Across center comes RJ. He sees a seam. He's trying to drive to the tin. He's cut off. He bounces the pass back out toward the perimeter. Easy pickoff for Poole. RJ kind of got caught leaving his feet.
Yeah, he committed to the drive.
Sarr, 3-ball, wide open look, missed it. And the Raptors get the rebound from Quickly. Toronto has out-rebounded Washington 40-27. quickly, dips behind a Robinson screen, whips it over in the near corner to Barrett for three. RJ rattled two rims, popped out. Barnes kept it alive as he flicked it out to RJ. Barrett's got the ball in his hands right now. Over to Barnes straight away above the arc. Scotty holding the ball, looks up at the shot clock. Now shakes George down Main Street to the tin with a two-hand flush. Sarr came over and it didn't matter as Barnes got on that pogo stick.
Great job by Scotty, too, moving the ball. Shot blocker was omnipresent.
And guess who? The man Jonesy was just chatting about, Roden, gets the steal down the floor. RJ ahead to the tin, fouled, and RJ Barrett's going to the free throw line.
The thing that I like about Roden and Lawson is their defensive presence, their energy, and on the offensive end, they move within the offense, and they're threats, but they're not hunting shots.
RJ Barrett knocks down the first one. Jared Roden's going to come out of the ball game, and checking in will be A.J. Lawson. And remember, I told you, Jonesy, Lawson is one off, matching his career high, and now with an entire second half to go, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing the career high tonight for A.J. Lawson. Nice move by George for the Wizards. Went behind the back to get away from Barrett, but then missed the floater, and the Raptors pick up the ball, leading by 4. Pull-up, triple, far wing, bucket. Emmanuel quickly knocks it down, and the Raptors have come out of the gate on an 8-0 run to start the second half, now leading 67-60.
Good spurt, good start to the half, good intensity, and Toronto jumps into the lead. An 8-0 run, an 8-0 run to start this half.
9:35 to go third quarter. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll come back after the break with third quarter action and Toronto up 7 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Oh no, I can't be out of ink. Not now.
Mega Tank.
Why do I always do this to myself? What is that printer that comes with 30 times the ink?
Mega Tank.
Yes, it's a Canon Mega phone?
Mega Tank.
It's a Canon printer. It comes with like $2,000 worth of ink. Prints me over 7,700 color pages.
Mega Tank.
Mega what?
Listen to the voice in your head and get a Canon Mega Tank printer, so you don't have to think about ink for a long, long time. Canon Mega Tank printers available at Staples, Best Buy, and Walmart.
Swiss Chalet Seafood Fest is back. Enjoy our famous rotisserie chicken and garlic shrimp, fish and chips, fish sandwich, and popcorn shrimp appetizer. Seafood Fest from only $16.99. Only at Swiss Chalet. Limited time, taxes extra. See participating restaurants for details.
Save at Loblaws with Stamp and Save Days. Up to 15% off a single purchase. Get one stamp for every $20 spent. Collect stamps March 6 to 26 to save. Only at Loblaws. Conditions apply. See in-store signage for details.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 9:35 to go, third quarter. Raptors off to an 8-0 run to start this second half. We told you about Bilal Coulibaly being out for the rest of the ball game for the Wizards. We just found out from the Raptors that Jamison Battle's night is done in the first half. Already dealing with that nasal fracture. He took a ball to the face and he has re-aggravated that injury, and he will be done for the rest of the evening.
Feel badly for the kid. You know, you're getting an opportunity with the other injuries and just the situation in Toronto, and he's already trying to play through something, and like you said, you have a bad toe and get up in the night to go to the bathroom. What do? You hit your toe.
Well, in this case, hit his face. And from somebody that's busted his nose before, it doesn't feel good when it happens. It feels even worse when it gets hit again. And I hope for his nose's sake that it ends up being straight, or at least straight-ish at some point in his life. Because there are some funky-looking noses around pro sports that have been hit and mangled. And hopefully that's not the case for Jamison Battle. Washington with the ball with 9:19 to go here in the third quarter. They trail by 7. Carrington on a switch. He's picked up by Robinson, and now Barrett switches back. They get the ball over to Poole. Looks up at the shot clock. It's down to 3. Trying to shake free from Quickly. Sidestep. 3 ball up. No good. Great job by Quick to stay with him.
Especially knowing that what he's going to do. It's not like he's going to drive by you.
Raptors with the ball down the floor. Barnes over to Barrett. Driving far side. Stops on a dime. Turns. Fires. And misses on the one-hand floater. Rough night offensively. 3 of 12 for Barrett. But does have a team-high, game-high 10 rebounds. Adding 7 points and 3 assists. Washington down 7. And they miss from right under the tin, and we got a loose ball foul going against Champagny as he wiped out Robinson, who was trying to clean it up on the glass yet again. Robinson has done a fantastic job in terms of his rebounding tonight, and how about Washington, Jonesy? They are still scoreless in this third quarter, over 3 minutes of action. No score, no points on the board, and now we're seeing from our Sportsnet TV friends, the camera's showing us that Bub Carrington is now heading to the Washington locker room. They're dropping like flies here on a Monday night at Scotiabank Arena. Nice job down low. Scotty Barnes showing off the muscle to lay one in.
Nice offense by the Raptors there. They get the ball to the high right side, run a little flex cut low left. Good patience, good delivery, and Scotty with a good finish.
Johnson, A.J. Johnson to Poole in the lane. Nice job on a little scoop pass to a cutting Champagny far side who dunked it down along the baseline. And the Washington Wizards finally get their first bucket of the third quarter. Raptors leading 69-62. Back the other way, up and under with a left-hand layup. No good. Scotty Barnes cleaned up by Robinson, who throws it back up and got the friendly roll and a couple of rim bounces. It went down. And back the other way, as quickly, if not quicker, was Jordan Poole, who got to the tin, laid it in. A little goaltend called against Robinson. And the bucket is good for Jordan Poole.
Robinson thought he got it, but Poole just... Like when he turns on the Jets, he can move. He was really moving, coming down.
Is there a joke there somewhere, Jonesy, about Poole and Jets?
No.
No?
Got a jacuzzi at your place? You got one, don't you?
No jacuzzi, just a pool.
Okay.
I don't roll like Paul Jones.
I don't have one either.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I think you're hitting that one. Maybe you're talking it into existence. I think what you need is a green in the backyard. A golf green, that is. Poole missing on the baseline near side on a 1-foot floater, but the Wizards track down the rebound. They get it back to Poole, who buries a 3. So they don't get the 2, but they'll take the 3, and Darko will take the timeout as Washington cuts the Toronto lead to 4.
Now Washington punching back a little bit, Eric, as it were. Toronto has done a nice job starting this quarter, but got to maintain, got to sustain the intensity. And give Washington credit for coming back from that 8-0 run to chop the lead.
Go get a Slurpee, 7-11 to go here in the third quarter. It's 71-67, Raptors leading by 4 on Toronto Raptors basketball. Brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Newboro, we develop unique plans so people can unlock the equity in their home. Unique like this one. It's called the Wands Plan. Mark and Maria were searching for a way to invest in their future and increase their cash flow. We created a plan with a strong foundation, erased debt, and even helped Maria finish some additional schooling. We think that's pretty smart. Reach out today. We'll work side by side to unlock the equity in your home.
Use your home to get a loan with Newboro.
License 13115.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Craving something fresh, fast, and full of flavor? At Barburrito, you can create millions of delicious combinations to match your mood. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, quesadilla, or taco, bursting with bold flavors and fresh ingredients. Whether you love it spicy, packed with veggies, or loaded with all the classics, there's a flavor for everyone. Barburrito is proudly Canadian, serving communities coast to coast, right in your neighborhood. Order today in store or on the Barburrito Canada app.
Barburrito, food for every mood.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 7:11 to go in the third quarter. Raptors break free from the huddle, and Jonesy, we're going to get to see a little bit of veteran Garrett Temple, who's going to come into the ball game, and he'll have a chance to play against one of his former teams. He's out there on the floor with Lawson, Shed, Barrett, and Orlando Robinson on the floor for the Wizards. George, Sarr, Poole, Champagnie, and Johnson. Raptors leading by 4, approaching the midway point of the third quarter. And as Toronto looks to get back on the winning track tonight after seeing their 3-game winning streak snapped a couple of nights ago by these Wizards. Toronto will host Philadelphia on Wednesday before hitting the road for the next week plus. Lawson drives down Main Street, scoops it up, missed it, cleaned up by Robinson, but it didn't hit the rim, so they got to go. Shot clock is down to 3 as Robinson had the ball knocked away on the baseline.
It's going to stay with Toronto. Robinson did a nice job securing the ball. They slapped it out of bounds, but the rebounding prevalent again for Toronto.
How about a season-high 24 offensive rebounds for the Raptors? And we are not even at the midway point of the third quarter. Jordan Poole down the lane. A jackknife pass out to the perimeter is picked off, and the Raptors streak down the floor with Shed. Turning around to one of the trailers, Barrett in the paint, goes over far corner. Lawson 3, career high for A.J. Lawson. He's got 19 off the bench.
I really like this kid. Again, I've talked about him and Roden. Maybe Toronto can find a spot for them. They play hard. They're good. Work hard defensively.
Poole in the lane. Turns, fires a pass down on the block to George. And the little hesitation up fake by Keyshawn George got the Raptors to bite. He's going to go to the free throw line with the Wizards trailing by 7. And the foul is going to come in on Jamal Shed with 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. Shed's been pretty quiet tonight, Jonesy. No points, no assists in 12 minutes of action. Just picked up his first foul. Free throw good for George. The Canadians got 6 points in the ballgame on 2 of 4 shooting. Does have 3 blocks in the ballgame to go along with 3 rebounds. Second free throw clean as well, as the Raptors now sit at 74-68. Their lead by 6 as we hit the midway point of quarter number 3. Robinson hands off to Barrett, sets the feet on the wing far side, buries the triple, his first of the game, and he's got a double-double.
RJ with a nice job coming off the screen and ready to catch and shoot. Little chemistry there developed with Orlando Robinson.
Sarr had the ball knocked away by Robinson, gets it back, gets into the paint, weaves through traffic, missed the floater, misses his own tip, and the Raptors secure the rebound. Lawson kicks it ahead to Barrett on the near side. Trying to get a step on George, fires cross court over to Garrett Temple, who unfortunately missed off the side of the rim. Tough look there for GT. And the Wizards grab the rebound. Poole brings it across center. Poole on the logo at center, over on the wing near side. It's George. George sees a gap, gets to the 10, hesitates midair, had his shot blocked by Robinson, wanted a call, didn't get it. It'll be off Toronto, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wizards with 9 on the shot clock. And now Robinson is going to check out of the ballgame. Orlando Robinson 2 points shy of a double-double tonight. He has played well in 20 minutes of action. That said, the man coming in for him, Colin Castleton, has played well as well. Poole gets it in the corner to Kispert. Up top to Sarr. He looks up at the shot clock. It's down to 5. Out on the far wing, he's going to elevate for the 3 over Castleton and knocks it down.
Tough shot. He held that ball for a long time, and I have to believe the jab steps and the footwork helped him reset. Normally, that's not a high percentage look.
Back in the lane, running floater for Shed is no good, but he's hit midair, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Jamal Shed with 5:03 to go in the third quarter. And they're going to say no on the free throws? Are you kidding me? How is that not on the gather? They're calling that on the floor?
And he was shooting too. He didn't pass it.
That's terrible. Wow. Raptors inbound from the near side. Darko's not happy about it either, as Castleton gets it, hands off to Barrett, whips the pass out to Lawson on the perimeter. 3 ball is good, and the career high continues for A.J. Lawson.
Great ball movement, and Lawson sliding to the right spot to knock it down.
A.J. Johnson to the 10. Good contest down low by Garrett Temple, but the Wizards stay with the play and ultimately get the bucket. Johnson put it back in the 10 on a 2-footer. That cuts the Raptor lead to 8. Jamal Shed again in the paint, slow stepping, Floated up a shot, missed it, gets his rebound though, out to Temple in the near corner to Lawson. 3-ball in front of the Wizards bench. Bucket. A.J. Lawson. He has 25, and the Raptors lead 83-74. Poole. Right to left, cross court, out on the perimeter, gave it up to Champagny, who missed the shot, and the Raptors come back the other way with the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Raptors leading 83-74. Temple, far sideline. Barrett missed the three. Temple with the offensive rebound. Up top to Lawson. Thought about the three. Instead goes far sideline to R.J. Barrett, who gets into the paint. Went left, came back right, scoops it up high off glass, got the bucket, and the Raptors lead by 11 with 3:50 to go in the quarter.
Raptors playing with great energy. I mean, great energy from Lawson and Barrett and Shed. High octane. Castleton fitting right in. Garrett Temple, the vet, coming off the bench. Look, I know this is a group, and I know who the opponent is as well, but full marks for all-out effort from these guys.
Jonesy, we're going to keep it right here. A.J. Lawson with a career night, a career-high 25 points. He has added 6 rebounds as well. And again, this has come off the bench. In only 19 minutes, he is 6 of 8 from distance.
What I keep saying about Lawson and Roden, I know there's only 17 spots on the roster, but don't let them get too far away. Like, if you have injuries or you need help, I kind of like the way these guys play, and I like the fact that, listen, Jared Roden is not a newbie. I mean, he's been in the NBA. He's had a couple stops around the league already. So, it's not like you're just, we found a guy. No. He knows what it's about. So, nice for the Raptors to be able to give him a look here, and nice that both he and Lawson are getting a long look.
Just double checking, that previous career high was against the San Antonio Spurs for A.J. Lawson back in 2023 when he was a member of the Denver Nuggets. His career high in field goals made was 7. He's matched that tonight, so he could exceed that. His career high in that game as well in rebounds was 7. He's one off that tonight with 6 rebounds.
Well, nice for him. A career night at home.
And the Raptors get a defensive stop. They get the ball down the floor. Lawson in the near corner to Shed. Shed in front of the Washington bench.
He got tripped up by Matt Boland, the official, who was running the floor trying to get out of his way. And Shed looked at him like, man, you are you on their team? You defended my 3 there. But they always say the referee's part of the floor, so it goes.
Toronto gets it in off the inbound, and missing on a 3-ball was A.J. Lawson. I think the Wiz might have got a piece of that shot as Champagny stormed out down the floor, and we got a goaltend called against the Raptors. So credit the bucket to Martin. Getting his first action, Jalen Martin. Credit him with the bucket. Castleton called for the violation. Washington gets it into single digits at 9. It's 85-76. Roden to Castleton. Hands off on the perimeter to Lawson. Lawson over to Roden near wing and left that one short off the side of the rim. Didn't really seem to get the legs in that one. Washington across center, Martin to Kispert. Had the ball knocked away by Shed. We'll do it again here right in front of us. Washington will get the ball in inbound with 17 on the shot clock. A.J. Johnson's going to come over to toss it in for the Wiz. As he gets it to Champagny on the near side. Over to Vukcevic. At the free throw line, cut off by Castleton to Champagny. Champagny driving on the near side, got to the baseline, met by Castleton, and then came down with the ball. That's a travel as Colin Castleton again got big and affected that shot.
You got to love the guys that are hungry. Guys looking for deals. Castleton, Roden, Lawson.
Driving, scooping, finishing. Smallest man on the floor, Jamal Shed. Weaving through traffic.
And a guy like Jamal Shed, who just a 4-year college player, understands his role as a rookie in this league, and his character has a lot to do with it too.
Raptors leading by 11, matching their largest lead of the game. Far wing, no good on a triple. That was A.J. Johnson. Raptors with the rebound. Down the floor comes Jamal Shed. Again, weaving through traffic all the way to the 10. He ran right up the back of Vukcevic and laid it in.
Took the contact, laid it in. Good push by Jamal Shed. Nobody picked him up.
Largest lead of the game. It's 13, 89-76. Temple trying to stay with Johnson on the far side as he gave it up to Kispert, who missed the 3 ball from the far sideline. Castleton got behind the D. He was calling for it. Lawson got it to him, but then Castleton didn't squeeze.
Yeah, and Castleton looked and touched his chest with his left hand, right index finger in the air to Lawson, saying, great pass, man. They slapped 5 at center. Great pass. I should have squeezed that one. Give Lawson credit for looking ahead, playing the style that Darko wants to play. Darko wants that ball over center in 3 seconds. And Raptors doing a really nice job with it now.
Lawson's now checking out of the ball game. I'm sure we will see him at some point in the fourth quarter with a career-high 25 points, matching a career-high with 7 rebounds, matching a career-high with 7 field goals made. And I don't even think I need to look. A new career-high in 3-pointers made with 6. Back down the floor. Raptors off the defensive stop. Temple got it to Barnes. Back to Temple. Barnes down Main Street, goes over in the near corner to Roden. 3 ball in front of the Washington bench, missed it. Kept alive by Barnes into the hands of Castleton. Floats it in, and the Raptors lead by 15.
So smart, Scotty. Knew he couldn't get it, but tipped it to where Castleton was.
3 ball. Wide open look for Carrington, missed it. High for the rebound, Emmanuel quickly.
We saw that earlier in the half when Shed went for a rebound, couldn't get it, and passed it midair with a tip.
Quickly floats one in the paint to Castleton, turns around, gives it back up to Scotty, who drives down Main Street, turns, fires, and knocks down the high looping jumper. Raptors trying to rip this open, leading by 17.
Oh, this is the time to do it. Squeeze him a little bit here, make that lead.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Raptors leading 93-76. Carrington with the off arm just caught quickly in the throat. No call as Vukcevic goes down Main Street, lays it in with contact, and a 3-point opportunity coming.
Quickly did get nailed in the throat. You throw the head back and hit the ground, IQ. That'll alert the referee to the reaction.
33.5 seconds ago, A.J. Lawson, a quick breather, is now back into the ballgame as he comes in for Roden. Roden with the foul on that last play there. He was the one that got hands on Vukcevic, and he just picked up his 5th foul. So A.J. Lawson's going to get a chance to tack on a bunch more on his career-high night. Raptors have their lead cut to 14 after the free throw was good as well. Garrett Temple on the logo at center. Looking to give it up, and he does to Scotty Barnes. Raptors will have to give up the ball before the end of the half. Barnes covered by Kispert. Castleton comes, sets the screen. Barnes goes the other way. Kispert blows a tire. Scotty steps back into 3, missed it. Down low, Castleton couldn't get to the rebound. And Kispert tried to save it on the baseline, and as he throws it over his back, it actually hits the back of the backboard. Excuse me, it wasn't Kispert, it was Vukcevic. And Vukcevic couldn't save it, so the Raptors are going to keep the ball. 11.4 seconds to go in the quarter, and now the shot clock is turned off. Barnes will inbound from the near side, just to the right of the Washington bench. Kispert in front of him. He gets it into Quickly, as Quickly holds on to the ball, trying to milk the clock down. Castleton sets a screen, Quickly goes around it. Fires in the corner to Scotty Barnes. Game clock down to 3. Back to Quickly. Up fake. Now he's going to take a deep 3 ball, and he misses at the buzzer. And we head into the final quarter with the Raptors leading by 14.
Good quarter for Toronto. Down 1, win this quarter by 15 points. Down 1 at half, win the quarter by 15 points. Still not really making a lot of shots, Eric, but their defense has picked up, and they've done a nice job with their energy for the entire game.
Toronto outscores Washington 34-19 in that third quarter. And again, we head to the final frame with the Raptors up 93-79 on Toronto Raptors basketball. Brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Don't miss the massive public online auction at NorthTorontoAuction.com. Bid on ATVs, travel trailers, and snowmobiles. Find commercial vehicles and industrial equipment. Plus, hundreds of cars, trucks, and SUVs from government agencies, financial repossessions, and dealer trade-ins. Bidding starts this Friday at noon and closes Monday at noon. Preview in person today from 9 a.m. to 5, weather permitting. Bid early and bid often. Register at NorthTorontoAuction.com.
Sold right over there. Sold.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, getting set to start the fourth quarter. The Raptors leading 93-79. A solid crowd on a Monday night in downtown Toronto as the Raptors are in the midst of this homestand that concludes on Wednesday against Nick Nurse and the Philadelphia 76ers. Nice day outside today too, Jonesy. The weather's starting to turn a little bit. The clocks went ahead.
Got to double
on the
digits.
weekend.
Got to double digits in my part of the world. 11 degrees.
Yeah, we're gonna be out on the link soon.
I don't know about that. Still a lot of snow up in my neck of the woods.
There's clear path for you. Come on, all you need is the fairway. You're never anywhere else.
Actually, take out some of the snow in the rough. I might be able to find my ball.
Barnes, baseline, near side jumper, left it short off the side of the rim. Toronto unable to convert on the offensive possession after the Kispert miss for Washington on the other end. Sarr, baseline near side, double team. Fires a pass into Kispert, cut to the tin. Tough catch in traffic, laid it in. Washington cuts the Raptor lead to 12. Barnes to Temple. Garrett Temple turns the corner into the paint. Nice bounce pass in traffic to Barnes, who lays it in. Great two-man game there with the vet Temple and Barnes.
The key was Temple clearing the screen and getting a good angle to deliver the pocket pass.
Raptors, a season-high 58 rebounds in this game, out-rebounding the Wizards 58-38. And now they're 59th right there on another miss for the Washington Wizards. Down the floor come the Raptors. In the corner, triple, no good, but fouled on that three-point attempt right in front of the Washington bench is A.J. Lawson, who's going to go to the free throw line and just continue to tack on more to his career high. 25 and counting for A.J. Lawson. He is 5 of 6 at the stripe, and in addition to his career high in points, he has established a career high in rebounds tonight as well with 8. The previous was 7. Hits the first free throw. He's now up to 26 points.
And I like that he just, like I said, Eric, he's not hunting his shot. He's playing. The ball's coming to him off movement. He's ready to shoot. He's knocking them down. Like, you think about it, 6 of 9 from 3. Yeah, you got to be on, but that means you're getting good looks and you're taking the right looks.
What's the Raptors season high this year for an individual?
Individual threes?
No, individual scoring. Has anybody eclipsed 40 yet this year?
Don't think we've had a 40 this year by anybody. We'll find out.
I know just a couple nights ago, quickly at 34. I believe, I want to say RJ had either a 37 or a 39 earlier this year. I could be wrong.
I thought he had a 38 in Boston. Yeah, we did that.
There we go.
Hunting for the notes. There it is. RJ, 39 against Indiana.
Okay, see, my brain works every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I knew we were there. Josh Sue, right beside us, tuned into the broadcast, multitasking.
Media relations guru.
He's already got the post-game note shell fired up.
Josh Sue, the guru. Needs to put that one on a handle somewhere.
He'll have that thing out before...
the Suru.
He'll have that thing out. He and Karina, they'll have that thing out before I get to the back to get my coat.
Carrington misses the 3 ball for Washington. Raptors again get a rebound. Their 60th of the ball game. They lead 99-81 with exactly 10 minutes to go.
What I really need to ask Josh is, on the off day in Orlando, if he got to play golf and what he shot. I know he's a notorious golfer, so...
He probably won't admit it. Too busy trying to do work.
Yes. Self-care is good for work.
That is true.
It's all right, we're going to get you and Josh out there on the links this summer. JR, there's our foursome. JR's got the golf hat on now with the tees on the left side.
Yeah, I heard earlier tonight you told a story about being out in Burlington last summer. I'm like, wait a second, I didn't get the call to be the fourth in that foursome. I don't know, Jonesy.
That was
you're in my hood and I didn't even get a call.
That was the John Wiggins Focus Dreams Forward Foundation. We got to get you in on that.
All right. Well, all the more reason. Where's Wiggins? He lives 10 minutes from me. How did I not get an invite?
There you go. There you go.
Come on, old man Wiggins.
Take it up with him.
Triple no good for A.J. Lawson. After the Raptors snagged yet another rebound. Came down the floor. And a loose ball foul goes against Castleton. So the Raptors unable to secure their 61st rebound. But they lead by 17 with 9:41 to go in the ballgame. Raptors falling asleep. They left Alex Sarr wide open down low and he lays it in. I'm not sure what happened there. Sarr, nobody was within 10 feet of him. And Washington just threw about a 40-foot pass to Sarr, who laid it in. Barnes on the left block, kicks out to a wide open Jamal Shed, missed the 3-ball down low. Vukcevic secures the rebound. Raptors leading by 15, 9:15 to go. Bub Carrington straight away, 3-ball, rattled 2 rims, popped out. And Barnes with the rebound. Scotty with a very quiet 13 rebounds tonight. Comes down the floor, had his shot blocked by Sarr, who picks it up, and the Wizards come the other way on a 3-on-2, slow things down, turn around, fire out to George for 3, who rips the cords, and the Raptor lead is cut to 12. It was as high as 19. 8:50 to go.
Brian Keefe has his guys still digging in.
RJ Barrett's checking into the ball game. He's got both knees wrapped, got a wrap around his back. Looks like he's about 90 years old as he's waiting to get back into the ball game along with Jared Roden. And in the lane, leading with the hands extended, Emmanuel Quickly is fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Nice job by IQ. He's so good with the herky-jerky and the off-speed, off-balance kind of stuff.
8:34 to go in the ball game. The Raptors lead 188. They're trying to add a couple more right here. Quickly, first free throw, pops out. Quick just 1 of 3 at the line tonight. And the Raptors, as a team, in spite of this 12-point lead, have been pretty bad, to be frank, at the stripe. Missing 9, 15 of 24, just 62%. Barnes and Shed come out of the ball game. We'll clean up the lineup in a minute here. After the second free throw for Quickly, that one goes down. Quick tonight, 15 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. George to Sarr, back to George, near side. Out on the perimeter, he gives it back to Sarr, to Kispert. Kispert draws in 3 defenders, gets down near the right block, fires back out to George for 3. Keyshawn George gets it to go. And Washington trying to make a run here. They cut the Raptor lead to 10.
Well, it's about the defense and being present right now if you're Toronto.
Quickly to Barrett, to Lawson, driving on the near side. Got by Keyshawn George, and then Keyshawn George did a nice job recovering, getting a hand up, and they're going to say a block shot, and somehow then off Lawson. I didn't even see him touch it after his shot was blocked.
I didn't either. Keyshawn George waiting to get the ball in. Darko looking at his bench. Should we challenge? And they're going to challenge. Keyshawn George was waiting to get the ball in. He knew what was going on, and this will more than likely be a successful challenge.
So we're going to step aside for the break. With 8:03 to go in the fourth quarter, the Raptors currently leading 101-91 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito. My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century. That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Itching to head outside as the weather warms up? Just remember, when it's 0 degrees and above, you and your pets aren't the only ones active. For the health of the whole family, make sure you're offering your dog or cat the protection they need. Talk to your veterinarian about all-in-one options today and visit nextguard.ca for some great savings. That's NextGuard, NEXGARD.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. The Raptors leading the Wizards 101-91 with 8:03 to go in the ball game. That's the good news. I guess the bad news, or at least not great news, is Washington is in the midst of a 10-1 run right now, pretty much chopping the Raptor lead in half as it's gone from 19 to 10 in just a matter of 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
After review, the ball is last touched by Lawson's right hand, and therefore the call on the floor stands. This was a mandatory timeout. Therefore, Toronto is charged a timeout, and they can no longer challenge, as the challenge was unsuccessful.
Well, Darko still doesn't like the call because he looks up at the screen saying, hold on a second, what did you see? Because whatever we're seeing still on our bench is apparently not what you saw.
We get a look from our... You know what? It might have hit the right thumb of A.J. Lawson. No? I don't know. From that angle, we get a look at it from our Sportsnet TV crew. Maybe it wasn't. I didn't think it hit anything.
Well, I guess somehow the league had a better angle than the multiple camera angles that Sportsnet had. Luckily for the Raptors, they dodged the bullet as Kispert got a look at a three, missed the shot from straight away. Toronto gets the rebound, and down the floor they come. With a 10-point lead, with now 7:40 to go, Lawson three ball near side. Missed it, left it short. And Washington down the floor off the rebound. Look to keep their run going. Toronto sitting at 37% right now. Straight away, Vukcevic puts it on the floor, drives toward the tin, falling to the baseline, missed the shot, tip no good for Sarr. Raptors snag the rebound. Their 63rd of the game. Here comes Barrett, driving, missing, but it's a goaltend. Count the two for R.J. Barrett, and the Raptors lead by 12. How about Barrett tonight? 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. He and Scotty Barnes have combined for 28 points and 23 rebounds. A season-high 63 rebounds for the Raptors. Out-rebounding Washington 63-44. Wizards track down the ball in the backcourt. Shot clock is down to 5. Keyshawn George has it. Dips around a Sarr screen. Sets the feet. Far wing. Elevates for the three. Back rim no good. Rebound to Roden.
That was fantastic individual defense by R.J. Barrett on Keyshawn George that entire possession.
Roden over to Barrett. Driving. Baseline. Floating it up. Missing it. Put back jam is Jamal Shed. Smallest man on the floor. Gets up and rips it down with a one-hander. The Raptor bench explodes. Washington comes back and gets a deuce, but people still buzzing over Shed's bunny hop.
Well, not only was it a throwdown, the bench going crazy. The look on the face of Darko Rajakovic standing right in front of us. Jamal with great timing right down Main Street. And I wonder if our Sportsnet camera had an ISO cam on Darko Rajakovic. His face was priceless. Just an absolutely priceless look on his face.
Orlando Robinson going to check into the ball game right now. He's going to come in for Castleton. Shed's still got a big smile on his face out on the floor right now as the Raptors lead the Wizards with 6:18 to play in the ball game, a double-digit lead. Roden to Barrett on the wing near side. Whips it in the heart of the lane to Robinson, who quickly catches, turns and fires, gets the bucket, and it's a double-double for Orlando Robinson, 10 and 10. Toronto with 3 players snagging double-doubles tonight. A.J. Lawson is a rebound away from a 4th double-double as Kispert gets a 3-ball in the far corner. 5:50 to go in the ball game.
The Raptors have kind of let the three-point shooters get good looks recently by not attending to them.
Shed, bounce pass in the far corner to Lawson, weaving through traffic, gobbled up there in the paint by George. Had his shot blocked. Here come the Wizards. Kispert, cross-court to Sarr, let it go through his hands, but the Raptors bobbled it, trying to come down the floor. Washington gets it right back. Sarr spinning under the tin, missed it, and then puts it back in the tin, and a foul from behind on Shed. A 3-point opportunity coming for Sarr.
Roden and Shed both thought the other one was going to get the ball on the loose ball. The other trying to get into the lane to run the floor, and they ended up giving the ball back to Washington.
The Raptors, don't look now, have seen their lead cut down to 9. It could be 8 right here.
Still a long way to go. I mean, I think the Raptors have gotten into kind of a feel-good game now. You know, running back and forth, up and down, scoring, but nobody's paying attention to the defense as much as they should, or the time and score.
5:25 to go in the ball game. Raptors see their lead indeed cut to 8 after the free throw from Sarr. Robinson, Barrett driving near side, buries the shoulder, turns, fires back up top to Robinson from the perimeter. The big man knocks it in clean.
Nice job by RJ flattening the defense. RJ just 3 assists away from a triple-double.
Raptors leading 110-99. Sarr went left, spins back right, fires it off glass, off the side of the rim, no good. And the Raptors secure the rebound. Down the floor they come. Barrett in the far corner on the sideline. Lawson, 3-ball. It's good. His 7th triple of the game, and the Raptors jump back up by 14.
Great look by RJ. Right down Main Street with the ball. Got to the foul line, made the key pass. Cross court, on time, on target, right in the shooting pocket for Lawson, who's got a 30-piece.
113-99. The Raptors leading the Wizards with 4:47 to go in the ballgame on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Discover more value at Loblaws. Get pork side ribs for $1.99 per pound or a pound of strawberries for $1.99 each. Offer ends March 12th. Conditions apply. See flyer for details. Loblaws, proudly Canadian since 1919.
Craving meaty with a side of cheesy and something satisfying to sip at Tim's? Make a meal of it with Tim's new 3-meat hat-trick flatbread pizza, new garlic bread, and a peach lemonade quencher. Try it today at participating restaurants in Canada for a limited time.
It's time for Tim's. This winter, settle in for star-studded excitement on Sportsnet Plus. Unbelievable! Get the best seat in the house for NHL. All the knockout moments in UFC. Oh, that'll do it! Gravity-defying action from the NBA. That is filthy. Woo! TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the PGA's best compete in epic golf matches every week. Plus, TNA, total non-stop action wrestling. Catch all the can't-miss moments that matter most to you. Subscribe at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 4:47 to go in the ball game. Raptors leading the Wizards 113-99. Jonesy, I'm going to see if we can get our man Sue the Guru to start doing some digging again. What's the franchise high for rebounds? 66 rebounds in this game. It's a season high. Not sure about the franchise high, as they have gobbled up a ton tonight, out-rebounding the Wizards by 20. A 14-point lead on the scoreboard, a 20-rebound lead in terms of the glass.
It is indeed a franchise record
for
rebounds in a game, 66. Confirming that with Josh.
You can tell your grandchildren you were there, Jonesy, when the Raptors grabbed 66 rebounds. Leading by 14. Toronto out of the timeout, looking to get the defensive stop, but instead they're going to pick up a foul. Missed shot down low by Martin, and as both sides battling for the rebound, it's a loose ball foul on A.J. Lawson, the man of the hour with 30 points. A career-high 30, a career-high 9 rebounds, a career-high 8 field goals made, a career-high 7 three-pointers made. He just picked up his 4th foul. Martin for the Wizards out at the logo at center. Over to Johnson, A.J. Johnson trying to drive near side. Little bunny hop got by Shed, stops on the dime. Castleton comes in the lane a long time. Might have traveled as well as he passed out. The shot ultimately missed by Vukovic. And it's cleaned up on the rebound by Gill. Back to Vuk on the baseline. Whips it back out on the perimeter to Martin for 3, and the Wizards come away with a triple.
Well, they did a nice job pursuing the ball and hanging with it, and that's what led to the 3 from Jalen Martin.
Raptor lead cut to 11 with under 4 minutes to go now. In the near corner, Roden 3-ball. It goes down as he gets it right back to push the lead to 14.
Great play by Jamal Shed, driving to the right. Right-hand hook pass over his head into the near side left corner.
Thor. Vukcevic hands it off to Martin straight away. Now coming toward the near side. Inside the arc goes cross-court in the far corner. The pass to a cutting Johnson, tried to go at the 10. He was holding on to the rim and then came down in traffic, and the rebound goes to the Raptors. Shed, far corner. Lawson, 3-ball, no good. Had a great look, couldn't bury it. 7 of 13 from the perimeter for A.J. Lawson. Far corner, Gill, 3-ball for Washington. Rattled a couple rims, no good. Thor with the rebound on the baseline near side. Goes back up top to Martin for 3. That one no good. Just flinging up shots all over the place. And the Raptors secure another rebound. In fact, that one went down to A.J. Lawson, who's got a 30-point, 10-rebound double-double. Career high in points and rebounds, a career night period for Lawson, who gives it up to Roden, misses the 3-ball. Rebound to Martin. 2:40 to go. Raptors by 14. Johnson on the perimeter to Thor. Up top to Vukcevic. 3-ball for the big man. No good. Washington tonight, 16 of 51 from distance. The Raptors are 16 of 48. 2:20 to play. The Let's Go Raptors chants raining down. Orlando Robinson in the lane to a cutter. Castleton on the right block along the baseline. Fouled, and Colin Castleton's going to go to the free throw line.
Good job by Castleton. Good gather. And presenting himself, showing good hands on the catch.
Castleton at the stripe. Missed the first free throw with 2:15 to play, and the Raptors leading by 14. Second one goes down. Castleton off the bench for the Raptors, 7.6 rebounds. Toronto has outscored the Washington bench 50-48. That said, 30 of the 50 have come from A.J. Lawson, who just got a hand in the pass lane to knock that one away. Martin was looking for A.J. Johnson, and the Raptors will get set to defend again with 13 on the shot clock for the Wiz. Johnson inbounds down low. The Raptors fell asleep, and they picked up a foul. They whipped it in to Gill, who cut behind Castleton, and Castleton got caught with a push in the back. So it's an and one opportunity, a three-point play potentially coming for Gill. Anthony Gill steps to the stripe for the first time tonight. He's got 5 points off the bench. That bucket a moment ago cuts the Raptor lead to 13, but there's only 2:03 to play. Free throw no good. Castleton secures the rebound. Hands it off to Jamal Shed in the backcourt. Shed will bring it up across center. Over to Robinson inside the arc, out on the far side. Now a little more straight away. Gets it to the cutter. Oh my goodness! A.J. Lawson got up in a hurry and extended for a monstrous cramp. And yet again, the bench is on its feet.
Well, great pass by Orlando Robinson. And the cut from Lawson was precise.
And he flies back to secure the rebound for Toronto as well, as A.J. Lawson has 32 points and 12 rebounds in 32 minutes of action.
Listen, kid's taking advantage of his opportunity. Hometown kid. And I'm telling you, I just like what he gives you.
The Raptors as a team have pulled down 71 rebounds tonight, a franchise record 71. With a little more than 90 seconds to play, 1:31 to be exact, Toronto leads by 15. First free throw, no good for Lawson. He's 7 of 10 at the stripe, 7 of 13 from distance. 32 points, 12 rebounds, and a steal. No assists.
Filled up the box score.
And it's not that he hasn't moved the ball, he just no assists. Unfortunately, he missed the second free throw as well. 1:27 to go in the ball game. Raptors leading by 15. Martin up top. Vukcevic misses the three ball. Thor comes flying in to secure the rebound. Out to Gill. Over on the far wing. Sidestep three ball. A.J. Johnson. That one no good. And Castleton now has it.
Eric, you wonder about the 71 rebounds. 72 now by Toronto. Well, both teams have taken over 100 shots. There's been 211 field goal attempts in the game. And with both teams shooting under 40%, there's a lot of rebounds to be had.
Robinson. Lawson, wing near side, three ball no good. He fell to the floor after, wanted to call, didn't get it. Washington gets the rebound, down the floor they come. Three ball for Johnson, no good. Thor with the tip, no good. Knocked away by Robinson into the hands of Castleton. Over to Roden. Roden will bring it across center. Nope, they're going to give it to Castleton, who flicks it over to Robinson. Robinson nearly bobbled it as he gets it to Shed. Over at the logo at center to Roden. I don't know if the Raptors are going to take a violation here or not.
Yeah, they will. Roden looked at the bench, and before Darko could respond, Shed said, nope, run it out. I don't think that should be a team turnover, but it will end up that way. And also end up with a Raptors win when it's all said and done.
Washington inbounds the ball, dribbles it across center court on the logo. A.J. Johnson will dribble it out for the Wiz as Toronto secures the victory. 119-104. The Raptors get the win. And after seeing their three-game winning streak come to an end 2 nights ago, they're back on the winning track, and they'll try to close out the homestand on Wednesday with a victory over the 76ers. A.J. Lawson with a career night, 32 points. Career high, 12 rebounds, career high, and the Raptors with a franchise best 73 rebounds to beat the Wizards 119-104.
Solid night for Toronto. They didn't shoot the ball nearly as well as I thought they needed to or could have, but at the same time, they get the win. And we're going to get a chance to talk to our guy, RJ Barrett, who was only... I would have put him back in the game for those 2 assists to get another triple-double. Don't tell me that if you played, you know what the stats are. You knew how close you were, didn't you?
I try to get one more minute, just one more minute. It's okay.
RJ, your own statistics, the victory itself aside, how nice is it to see a teammate, let alone a fellow Canadian and a fellow Saga kid, and A.J. Lawson going for a career-high 32, a career-high 12 rebounds as well, having the night that he did in helping you guys secure the victory and just kind of that next man up mentality?
No, man, that was great, especially because AJ's a guy I've known since I was like 9 or 10 years old. We played together, Brampton Warriors. We went to St. Marcellinus together, played on AAU, you play together, so that's really my brother. And for him to have a performance like that tonight, I'm happy for him.
RJ, the effort tonight from the guys, it just looked like nobody took their foot off the gas. The chemistry was you were figuring it out on the fly with different lineups on the floor. It's got to be kind of fun to play free like that at times, knowing that, hey, we haven't played together, but let's go out and hoop like we're on the blacktop.
Yeah, man. New guys coming in, we're just trying to figure it out, trying to help them out as much as we can, and I think they came in and did a great job today. Everybody played hard. We got a lot of rebounds today, a lot of
franchise record.
Yeah, man. So, when we play hard like that, we're a tough team to beat.
Okay, last one for you. We're asking about all these other people. How about Jamal Shed?
Jamal dunked on somebody?
Yeah.
Jamal dunked the ball today. Yo, that was crazy. But Jamal's a spark plug, man. So, we're not surprised that he did something like that. The dunk, though, I didn't even get back on defense. I didn't even get back on defense. I was celebrating the dunk.
RJ, appreciate the time. I know it's been an emotional time for you, but thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man.
There is RJ Barrett of the Raptors as Toronto gets the win tonight, 119-104 over the Washington Wizards. You should have seen him light up, folks. The eyes just bugged out from RJ when you heard him there. Jamal Shed dunked it. As Jamal Shed off the bench for the Raptors tonight with 8 points and 4 rebounds, but a highlight reel play for him. A couple of nights removed from having his buzzer beater, almost go down. That close, but it was wiped out. But the Raptors, to their credit, get back on the winning track and secure this win. And we will come back after the break to give you the final stats for everybody and wrap it up and get set for post-game coverage on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Newboro, we develop unique plans so people can unlock the equity in their home. Unique like this one. It's called the Aaron and Catherine Plan. Aaron was in the middle of selling his small business and wanted to pay off some debt. Truth is, big banks are not too keen on small business. So we developed a plan that was the perfect fit. Because as we see it, you're anything but small. Reach out today. We'll work side by side to unlock the equity in your home.
Use your home to get a loan with Newboro.
License 13115.
At last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety.
Freshener. To smelling the ocean breeze. So, stop sitting on your next trip and start enjoying your Aeroplan points.
Craving something fresh, fast, and full of flavor? At Barburrito, you can create millions of delicious combinations to match your mood. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, quesadilla, or taco, bursting with bold flavors and fresh ingredients. Whether you love it spicy, packed with veggies, or loaded with all the classics, there's a flavor for everyone. Barburrito is proudly Canadian, serving communities coast to coast, right in your neighborhood. Order today in store or on the Barburrito Canada app.
Barburrito, food for every